Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good day, good day, good day.
Good day. Welcome to Get Rich 101. With the snaps, with the snaps, with the snaps. Make it rain, make it rain, make it rain. Make it rain. And thanks to New Thought Media Network for allowing me the space and the opportunity to grow, to grow, to grow. And remember that we are just telling you about what we have done. What we have done. You got to go out and do your own research. All right.
Yes.
All right. What you got to say, man? What you got to say?
Well, we've been on this pattern of talking about money and young people, money and children.
Yeah.
And I was sharing with you about the interview that I watched between Oprah and Melody.
Yeah, I started watching that. I got a comment, but go ahead.
Okay. All right. She just wrote a children's, well, I don't know if she just wrote it, but she wrote a children's book. Looking for my phone so I could tell you the name of the children's book. And it's all about finances for children. And one of the things that she shared in the interview is that she didn't want to dumb it down for children.
Wait a minute. Raise smart money kids.
Raise smart money kids.
That's it, right?
That's the name of the book.
Let me double check.
And so she used her 11-year-old daughter for research. And she had her daughter circle every word that she didn't understand in the manuscript. And instead of making it at the level that a child would understand, she just decided to keep explaining it until her daughter understood.
Right.
So I really appreciated that she did that, because it's like she's exposing her to what it is.
Yeah.
You know, like this is what it's called. This is what it is.
Right. Yeah. And Oprah said the same thing, because Oprah said, hey, I didn't know this stuff. Oprah right now was talking about, I don't know this stuff, but it's built for a child. So let me give it to a child, but let me also read the book. And yes. She said that was her point.
Yes. So this is the name of the book: Priceless Facts About Money.
Yeah, priceless. I found it just the same time. Priceless Facts About Money.
Priceless Facts About Money. So one of the things, so I'll stop there. So okay. What struck you?
So what struck me is a little bit off base, but what struck me was Oprah saying to the woman, that's my favorite thing. My favorite thing is when your tragedy becomes a thing that your whole life is about. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I had to stop it. Mm-hmm. I had to stop it right there. And then I rewound it and I listened to it again. And I was like, whoa, like that got me here. And it made me wonder what I am doing with my stroke in order to help feed people. And I was like, I don't know. Like I was sitting there thinking, I was like, well, you've been given some speaking engagements. You need to be doing more. I mean, was this Black History Month? I mean, there's lots of people looking for a Black History Month speaker. I need to be putting myself out there. But I was like, I don't know. That's what got me.
That is so interesting. You know, it's so wonderful when you're blessed, because prosperity, when we talk about riches and wealth, the number one indicator of wealth for me is my relationships and the quality of those relationships. And it's a blessing. It's a priceless blessing that you, Sekou, are what I consider my soul brother.
Yeah.
And for you to say that, what you just said, that you don't know. So let me tell you, let me give you some information.
No. Okay.
So yes, the stroke can be viewed as a tragedy, as a traumatic event, as definitely as a challenge. And at the same time, we can also view it as a gift and as a blessing, right? And I know that's a lot to take in. And the gift and the blessing that we received, that we still receive from you, and the way in which you are choosing to navigate this challenge. I don't think, Sekou, that you fully take in the extent in which you are an inspiration to people. The very fact that you show up on Get Rich 101 and you feel the way that you feel about how you talk, how you look, all of the things, but you still show up.
Yes.
So that's one. Two, the fact that you don't just talk about being disciplined, you walk the talk. What day is today? Of you walking?
Let me.
Well, maybe you didn't do your walk today. Did you do your walk today?
No, I did not.
That's okay, because we know that you will.
Yeah, and here's my thing: 766.
766 consecutive days of running.
Yeah.
Now, how many of us can say that we've done anything consecutively for 766 days? And I'm not talking about, our automatic physical functions, right? I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about, well, I breathe for 766. Yeah, we know you breathe. We know you went to the bathroom. We know hopefully you brushed your teeth. I'm not talking about that. We're talking about something that you made a commitment to, that you have a choice. Well, you have a choice about everything, but you get the point.
Yeah.
A choice to do this or not to do it. And you have chosen 766 times consecutively to do it.
Outside.
Regardless.
Outside in the weather.
Outside in the weather, no matter what type of weather it is. That's 2. 3, you're speaking about your life and what has occurred is an inspiration to others. And Sekou, I think it's an inspiration to the extent in which you have no idea. Because we don't know who's watching us when they're watching. We don't know who's listening when they're listening. We don't know what people are going through. We have no idea of knowing this. Right. But I believe just from the interaction that people have with you once you share, the fact that the last speaking engagement, you just went there with fee, and the woman was like, okay, you have to speak. Like that's not common, Sekou. This is not an everyday occurrence, and it's a normal realm of things. And that you got up and you spoke confidently about what happened is an inspiration. How you turn your stroke into a platform to inspire people to live a prosperous and joyful life is priceless.
Ashe.
Ashe.
I'm going to save this episode of the show. I'm going to keep referring back to this episode. Be like, what Mel say again? What Mel say again? Yeah, I appreciate that.
And we know that there are challenges, people.
Yeah.
There are challenges.
There are lots of challenges that I don't talk about all that often.
Yeah, there are challenges, and yet you still show up.
Yeah.
You still show up.
Ashe.
Yes, look at some folks.
Yeah, look at Thanks
for sharing your healing and journey, Brother Sekou.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Thanks so much.
It is Fatima. Y'all cracking up. I'm going to catch the replay. Go Sekou 766. Well, look at that. It most certainly is inspiring, Reverend Melissa. Yes, Ashe, Fatima. Ashe. Yes, yes, yes.
I share. Well
And
said.
here's
Well
your
said.
fiance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, well said. Well said. Oh,
So I'm shutting all that talk down, Sekou Writes. I'm shutting it down. I
okay.
don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Okay. All right. Thanks for the redirect. Thanks for the redirect. And yeah,
Now, where were we?
yeah, I know, right? Where were we? So back to the lesson in this book. I didn't really, I haven't read the book yet, but what's interesting is that idea of what you said of her going through having a child circle the words that were confusing to her, and then just describing more. Like that's an interesting way of doing a book. Like I wouldn't think about that. I would think about how to dummy it down.
Right.
But she was like, no, I'm gonna give
Yeah.
you the book and break it down. So I got to read the book personally.
Yeah, I have to get the book as well. And it's funny because her husband is George Lucas, Star
Yeah.
Trek.
So
Know.
George Lucas, for those who don't know, is a great. I think it's Star Wars. Is it Star Wars?
Star Wars. Yeah, Star Wars.
Star Wars. Dun, da, da. By the way, it was not easy to get that made. It was not easy to get that made. It's common now, but it was hard when they tried to get it when they first tried to get it made. Yeah.
Yeah. So she shared with him the manuscript for the book, and he told her to dummy it down, that it was too sophisticated.
Right.
And she was like, we're not doing that. And so she did what she did with their daughter.
Yeah.
And one of the things when you said that Oprah said to her about taking a tragedy, what did she say? You said it perfectly.
I said what Oprah said was she loved what Melody was saying. She said, Oprah said, when you take a tragedy and make that your future thing, your main thing,
yeah,
your oh shit, I forgot.
It's basically taking your tragedy and making it your purpose, right?
Yes.
Making it your purpose in your life. And the tragedy that she was referring to was Melody grew up very, very poor.
Right.
Very poor. And at a very young age, she was paying bills. Her mother was, telling her, go pay this bill.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have to interrupt.
I have
to interrupt. Melody, is it Melody or Melanie?
Melody.
Yeah. She told this story about her mother would get money and spend the money on
Easter dresses.
But then the lights would be out when they went home. And I was like, isn't that something? Because it goes into what we spend money for. We don't know what to do with the money. That's all I'm going to say. We don't know what to do with the money. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, let me tell you, when she shared that story, because, and I could so relate, because we grew up poor. I didn't know that we were not rich until I went to the Fresh Air Fund. Yes. And I tell that story.
Yes.
I don't know if we have time for me to tell it now, but I had no idea growing up that we were poor. I had no idea that we were on public assistance. I had no idea that we had food stamps. I had no idea because we basically had everything that we needed and we were very happy children. And for the most part, what I wanted, I also got, right? But I had no idea. My mother raised 4 children, single mother. My father was in and out. And she held us down. I had no idea until I was like 11 years old that we were poor. So when Melody shared the story about the Easter, her mother making a choice, buy them their Easter outfits with the Mary Jane patent leather shoes or pay the light bill.
Right.
Her mother decided to spend the money on their Easter outfits and their patent leather shoes. It almost brought me to tears because although we never had the experience of our lights being turned off or anything like that, I think if that was the choice my mother had to make, my mother also would have chose to buy us Easter outfits and patent leather shoes, because the way that we presented ourselves was of utmost importance to my mother. And we grew up in church, and so there was no way her children were going to show up on Easter Sunday without a fly Easter outfit with the bonnet and the patent leather shoes. There's no way that's going to happen. So I'm sure my mother struggled with making that happen. And then at the same time, making sure that we had food and lights and all of that. But I had no idea that any of this was happening. Melody did. Because her mother was telling her stuff. Her mother was telling her, about the challenges. And that really impacted Melody and the way that she relates to money. And she decided at a very young age that she was going to learn, because she did not want to have the experience of struggling the way that she saw her mother struggle.
Yes. That makes me think about a couple of things. It makes me think about was it it was someone I was just thinking about, but anyway, it was this idea. Oh, I remember. So someone in my family got that same perspective. Early on, she wasn't getting everything she was supposed to get, and she decided early on that she was going to change the circumstances, and she became wealthy, right? And she had that heart-centered goal, like, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make some money, right? But for me, like, everything was everything. Everything was everything, And for me, I didn't have that because everything was everything. But now I'm getting into a late challenge or something. A late challenge. Like, now I'm trying to understand money. Like, after the fact. After being charged with a stroke and not having benefits at all the money that took,
Yeah, but you started the money journey before you had the stroke, Sekou.
You all keep saying that.
Because you did. It's true. You started the money journey before you had the stroke. You started the money journey during COVID. You had us on Cash App buying stock. So maybe it wasn't at the level or at the determination or at the whatever that is for you now. It's more now.
Because it was like this, and then after the stroke, it's like this.
yes, but it's you planted the seeds, as you say, for your future self.
I share.
And what I love about, the way that you grew up, the way that I grew up, the way that Melody grew up, it really implants the conditioning for children about how they relate to money.
Yes, because it's about an emotional response, not a plus and minus response, not a math response. An emotional response.
Emotional response. And I know for myself, I mean, I've shared this on my show, that I realized that my conditioning as a child about money impacts the way that I deal with money with my girls. And it was out of whack because I'm trying to heal a trauma from my childhood through my girls. And the way that I was dealing with them when it came to money. And that was not good. And so I'm like, oh Lord, I hope I could turn that around. I hope I hope I haven't ruined them.
Oh no.
I hope 10 years from now they're not on a podcast talking about,
Yeah.
my mother
Yeah, I know. I know.
and her relationship with money.
Yeah.
You know, it's a real thing. And so now I
Mhm.
have the awareness. And even with the awareness, it's very challenging for me to shift to what I know would be a better circumstance for them.
Mm.
Because the thing that I was playing out with them without even knowing I was doing it was I wanted them to have whatever it was. Mommy,
Right.
could I have? Mommy, could I? Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
Right.
You know, they
Right.
get an allowance. Their allowance. They spend through their allowance.
Yeah.
Mommy, could you send
Yeah.
me $10?
Yeah.
Okay. Could you send?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
That's not good either,
Yeah. I know. I know. I
right?
know.
But I'm dealing with a emotion, right? I'm
Yeah.
dealing with the emotion of when I was growing up and I would ask my mother for $1 so I could get a pizza and a soda with my friends at lunch, and she would say no,
Mm.
and I would be the only one out of the whole group that
Right.
didn't have money to get a pizza and a soda, and I'm sitting there eating a sandwich that my mother made me for lunch,
Right. Right.
right? And
Right.
so the emotion of that stayed
Mm.
at the age that I am right
Yeah,
now in
I
my
know.
50s. It
I know.
stayed
Hey.
because it is in the subconscious mind, that
Yes.
memory, that feeling.
Yes.
And that is where I was operating from as I related to money, my
I,
relationship with money,
yeah.
and the way that I was relating to my children
Mm-hmm.
about money. Because, right, I done planted a seed that, oh, you just ask for it, money's going to
Yeah.
come. ATM is right
Right.
there, endless. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
No,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it's something let me speak for myself. I have to be very aware and conscious of it at
Right.
all times
Right.
because my immediate response, my default is to say yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And I remember this book, the Psychology of Money, I think. But
Hmm.
it's one of these books that I've been reading, and it talks about that. It talks about the what happens in your youth is really what happens to affect your money life later on and on and on and on and on. And it's not anything to do with with pluses and minuses, you
Hmm.
know. And people don't understand it. They don't understand it. They're like, oh, well, you just do this and this, this. Like, no, it ain't like that. It ain't like that. You got to get past the barriers. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
that's tricky.
Yeah.
That's
So
tricky.
I love Melody was sharing because I mean her mother, their child, I think her name is Everest, which is an awesome name.
Oh wow.
Um, so Everest is the daughter of George Lucas and Melody Hobson, very successful, wealthy people in
Right.
their own right.
Right.
But together, come
Right.
on now.
Yeah. Right.
And she talks about the value of money that they are instilling in their child.
Mm,
You know, they don't just give her everything
yeah.
that she wants. They have the resources to do all of that, but they don't.
Yeah.
To the point that if her daughter wants, like she gives the example of her daughter wanted this game and it cost 99 cents or
Okay.
something like that. She had a whole conversation with her daughter about the value of that.
Wow.
Was it going to be something that's temporary or is it going to be something that's going to last?
Mm,
Right? A whole conversation. And
really.
then she continuously does that. And so she shares a story where they were going to watch a movie
Mm,
and the movie cost $15 to stream.
right.
And her daughter said, "Oh, that is too much money." Because she
What?
had this concept now of the value of 99 cents. I think there was something else she wanted that was $2.99.
Okay.
And now they up to like $15. And she's like, oh, mommy, that's too much money. And then her mother again talked to her about the value. What value are we receiving by spending this money on this particular thing?
Wow.
So yeah, it was very inspiring. I would recommend everyone to go on YouTube and look for the interview that Oprah did with Melody Hobson.
Yeah. That's interesting. I remember hearing recently about how Tyler Perry behaves with his son, and he doesn't let his son fly private. He lets his, isn't that it? Wasn't that it?
He gives him 2 gifts for Christmas. This is what I heard.
Okay.
I heard it out of Tyler Perry's mouth.
Okay.
His son gets 2 gifts for Christmas.
Okay.
Something with Legos and one other thing. That's it. Wow. And he tells it, he says, I'm rich. I have money.
Right.
My son don't have no money.
Right.
And that's how he's raising him.
Yeah.
And Melody is similar in that vein.
Yeah. It's interesting because you've got to raise them up right, because there's this whole thing. Oh, let me see if I get this right now. Strong men create soft situations. No. Strong men, I can't quite get it, but strong men basically make bad situations better. Right? And then the sons from that environment become weak, and then they have to become strong again. So kind of goes around and around, right? But so there's that whole thing of once you become strong, if you give your son, your daughter a soft life, they become soft. They become soft, and they don't know how to do the things they need to do. And you got to give them that. You got to give them that. You know.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I mean, that made me just think of a simple equation.
Yeah.
Not even related to money. It's just like life skills and being self-sufficient.
Yeah.
One of my girlfriends, rest in peace, Linda, she worked at FIT. She was a professor, and she took a group of students abroad. I think they went to London. And for some reason, one of the assignments was to write a letter and send it home. That was the assignment she gave to the students.
Okay.
These are college age. Okay.
Okay.
So she gave them the paper. She gave them the envelope. Do you know that more than half of the students did not know how to address an envelope?
Oh, wow.
They did not know how to address an envelope because they never written a letter and mailed it.
Wow.
Had no idea. Last year, I chaperoned one of my girls' school trips to a college fair. And part of the registration when we got there was for them to put in their addresses. So they downloaded an app and they put in their name, their address, and I think the last 4 digits of their social security number. Do you know there were so many kids that did not know their zip code? And I would say 90% of them had no idea what their social security number was, including my girls.
What?
Had no idea what their social security number was.
What their zip code was?
No, they knew their zip code. They knew their zip code since like elementary school.
But didn't know their social security.
They didn't know their social security number.
Wow. That was one.
I'm looking at my girls like, how y'all don't know your social security number?
Right? Yeah.
Because they don't remember numbers.
They don't remember numbers?
They don't remember phone numbers. We had to memorize numbers.
Yeah.
Phone numbers, addresses. We had to memorize these things because we didn't have this.
Yeah.
So there's things that they don't memorize. It doesn't even register in their brains as something that they need to remember.
Wow. That's so interesting because for me, having had a stroke, having had amnesia, I kept thinking I need to remember my social security number. And I would go 5, 4. I couldn't get it, but I kept trying. I kept trying. And that's what got me to remember my social security number. And still now, to this day, I have to take a breath to give before I give my social security number. But I have it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And just the idea that they don't know, woo, that's scary.
They don't know. They don't know. They know now because I was like, you will not embarrass me.
All right.
And I'm fucking at all the kids. How y'all don't know your social security number? And then here come mine. I know you're not coming over here.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh, we over time, Sekou. We gotta rank this one. Ask Sekou about a recent number he chose to commit to memory.
Oh, her phone number. Her phone number. Yeah, because she has mine down now. She figured it out. She got down. So every time my number comes up, because it comes up a lot in terms of doctors.
Yeah.
And so she got it. And now I'm trying to get hers. I ask her every couple of days, what's your number? All right. I'm trying to get it.
She said you killed it. Yes.
All right, folks. Remember that now is better than perfect. And remember, that's it. Now is better than perfect. Now it's very perfect. And get your numbers.
All right.
All right, later.
Thank you, Sekou.